Hello, 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 hello. All right. Bookkeeping time. If you have questions about your bookkeeping, I have answers for you. Let's see. Hey, Marcus, Dixon's Pickens in the house. Oh, yay. What you cooking? So Marcus is popped in to say hello while he cooks some food. He's cooking eggs and bacon. Nummy nummy. I should have eaten myself. Dawn is back. Hello again. Good to see you both. Everybody getting their bookkeeping done this month? Right after this call, so this one's 30 minutes. Well, wait a minute, Marcus. What do you mean, well, about that? What's that? Dude, my new spreadsheet is finished. What? 2024 has been out since January. Remember, my format is off. Okay. All right. So I need to fix your workbook again. That's what you're telling me. No, I don't. It's like oh yes. Okay, yes. Yes, that's a problem. Yeah. It's tax season. If it's not written down in front of me, I don't remember it. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. If it's not tax season and it's not written down in front of me, I don't remember it. So I'm blaming it on tax season when it's really not. I have to write it down. I literally have a calendar, a calendar book in front of me. I have this in front of me that's a calendar. I have sticky notes. I have this one that's all my notes about different things that I'm learning or brain dump. And then I have this one that's clients. So I have to write everything down. Whether it's an age thing, I don't know. I think it's an age thing because I don't seem to remember quite the way I used to remember. But it will. So, all right. Send it to me and I'll fix it. And some people get it like that because some people have been with me that long. Although I got to get Marcus up to speed. It's been like 3 years. Marcus has done a great job, but he does tend to break my workbook at least once a year. And I'm just giving him a hard time. Marcus is great. He has his own channel, and if you have not subscribed to his channel, please go subscribe to his channel. Although he will tell me to tell you, no, don't do that. But if you are Christian, he's got a second channel that you might want to join. And I've been trying to get him to get his fitness stuff started again, but he doesn't want to do that. He says, I suck at using the workbook. You actually don't. You do a good job of it when you just stay in the right program. You do a good job of it because you use it, and most all of your categories are correct. And because you use it and most of the categories are correct, I can fix the ones that aren't when I go to do your taxes. So you are at least 3/4 of the way there. Dawn's another one. She uses the workbook. She does a great job of using the workbook. We just have to fix categories every now and then. I have, Marcus says, I don't know what I'd do without you. I feel the same way, buddy. I am so glad that we became friends. So we got 5 people watching now. Hit that thumbs up button for me, please. Dawn says, I can feel that, Marcus. So if you have any questions about the workbook, if you have any questions about bookkeeping, please, please, please drop them in the chat. I am more than happy to get those answered for you. Also, if you want to join my paid membership, you can still do that and get into the after call. The next 2 hours after this call is all about bookkeeping over there. And it's only $25 a month. That gives you 5 hours with me a month. So every Wednesday, well, 4 Wednesdays a month. The first Wednesday is 2 hours, and the second, third, and fourth Wednesday is an hour apiece. All, time that you can ask questions, and I'll get you the answers one way or another. So just remember that when we are in this particular situation, then, do your due diligence, get answers from me, sure, and then do your due diligence, because in here, I'm not your accountant. You're not paying me, right? So I'm not your accountant, and I don't have all of your particular information. I have to answer questions more on a larger group scale that not specific to your situation. So that's my disclaimer. Don says, I have a question, but I have to think about what it was. I'm right there with you. I was talking about this earlier. I went onto Facebook to go find something for my sister, and went down the whole rabbit hole of looking at, the notifications and this thing, and then closed out of Facebook and completely forgot to go get what I went to get for her. So I had to go back in intentionally and grab it. Scott says, eBay and Poshmark fees go in cost of goods other or in commission and fees. Ha ha. Good one, Scott. I sent you a message about that. So those go in cost of goods other. Not commissions and fees. Cost of goods other. And here's why. Because Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, all these platforms are inherently an inventory system. So we can use that to our advantage and take use our inventory purchases, our materials and supplies that is dedicated to getting our items from ourselves to our customer, and the platform fees, and put them in the cost of goods sold section. That way, that top section of your Schedule C will now show your gross receipts, subtracting out those things. And if you've made a profit right there, then you are golden. You have done well in your business. Okay. Those things are 100% attributable to what you have to do in order to make a profit on those platforms. That's why we put them in that section and not somewhere else. What would go in to commissions and fees? How about bank fees would be one thing. So like if you pay an ATM fee, you could put that in there. If you are consigning, say you consign this item from somebody, you're going to sell it for somebody else, then and you're going to give them 50% of the net, then that 50% could go into commissions. That's a couple of examples. The thing is, not all of the categories are attributable to every business. Okay, so the ones that are not attributable to us, we just ignore and move on, and the ones that are good for us, then we keep using those. So we just do the best we can, and the forms are made for millions of people and thousands of types of businesses, not just one, not just resellers or whatever. So it has to encompass a lot of different things, and it doesn't encompass everything that we could take as a deduction, which is why they have an other section that we can handwrite or type in a particular type of expense that's not included elsewhere. For example, continuing education and or subscriptions. That's a big one that tends to go in those sections. A lot of people, or not a lot of people, a lot of accountants I have seen will put platform fees down there instead of in the correct space in the cost of goods other section. And again, it's all coming out the same way, dollar for dollar. However, I feel that it's best to categorize things as close to where they need to go as possible. And those particular things, when you're a reseller or you're selling online, whatever it is, then you're selling physical products online, then having that section, putting those things in that section, shows that you have done well in your business if you have a profit at that point. Anything that comes below that is using the IRS code, so the Internal Revenue Code, to the best of our abilities to remove as much of our tax liability as possible. So we've got 6 people watching now. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. We've only got 16 minutes left here before we jump over, before my paid members get me for 2 hours. So if you want to be a paid member, you can run and sign up right quick and join me in Zoom right after this call. Let's see. Scott says, I have been doing some gig work lately and was wondering if I could use your sheet to keep track of the mileage. Yes. So you already use my workbook. All you need to do is either make a copy of the workbook to use for the gig work, and then track that mileage in there, just like you do with Vicky's stuff. So you just Need another copy. But once you buy my workbook, if you have multiple businesses in your house, and you have the reseller one is the same for all businesses. It just has some extra tools in it. And once you've purchased it, you're welcome to make copies of it inside of your home, inside of your businesses. I am perfectly fine with that. Just please don't share it outside. I think I do a pretty good job of making it low cost for life and, updates every year. So I appreciate the patronage and the respect. Okay, so Scott says, do I need a copy for each thing like Spark Driver or Uber Eats? No. So you want to do them separately for each type of business. So like you've got a resale, you got a resale store. Vicky has a resale store, and now you've got the driving gigs. So you're going to have one for each one of those. It depends on what you're doing. So some of these things could be stuck together. For example, if you wanted to start doing like a social media type thing in order to maybe get paid from TikTok or YouTube or something, I'd be perfectly comfortable with you starting that inside of your eBay business, and then once it becomes profitable, we can separate it. You're welcome. Let's see. So I am putting together for after tax season. Hopefully it will be ready. Hopefully I can get it ready for May. I think I can get it ready for May, but I'm gonna do a deduction intensive. So separate from my membership group, it's going to have like a couple of calls a week for a month, and we're going to thoroughly get into deductions and how they work, and make sure that you guys make sure whoever joins it is very familiar and very confident in the deductions that they can take. So I started working on it here recently. It's like all in my head, and I'm trying to spit it out into notes at this point. These are the things that I think about when I can't sleep at night. But it's the biggest thing that seems to be an issue when I'm doing taxes. And so I'm going to run these intensives like once a month or so. We'll see how the first one goes. So it'll be an intensive, and you jump in and you can kind of really dig deep into the different types of deductions and what you can take and what you can't. So I'm hoping that come next tax season and each consecutive month that people are doing their bookkeeping, that it will be much improved on their own part, that they will better understand their numbers because they better understand what they can take. All right, so we got 10 minutes left. If you are not aware, I started a another membership group for $7 a month. It's Cha-Ching Chats. It goes with the podcast that Sarah and I are doing. And over there, we talk about we talk about side gigs and different kinds of hustles and anything that can give you another revenue stream. And the goal is to help you create revenue streams, one, to reduce taxes, and two, to increase your income, and hopefully at some point be able to have more passive income. So we, as we have people come on, hopefully the people so far have given us some things that we can give to you guys. And we are providing things as well as like PLR and other digital downloads. For example, Sarah created a spreadsheet for her merchandising stuff and for the driving gigs, and that's free inside that membership group. So if you are doing one of those things, you might want to jump in and see how things go. We're also doing 2 calls a month over there, 30 minutes a piece. The first one is tomorrow, starts at noon. Again, I'm here to answer questions about your bookkeeping, keep you guys accountable. I'm just talking because nobody's asking me any questions. So if you have questions, drop them in the chat. Happy to answer them. So this first, I'm going to drop a link in the chat. That's for my membership group. If you don't want to stop, if you want to come on over right after this to my Zoom room, go ahead and sign up. And then if you want to, yes, Scott just joined the Cha-Ching Chats group. We appreciate you, Scott, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow at noon. It'll be my regular Zoom room. I'm pretty sure that that's how we're gonna do it. So we'll be in the Zoom tomorrow for 30 minutes. So look forward to seeing you over there. And we do have just started a YouTube channel, so I think that what we're going to move the podcast over to the new YouTube channel, so people won't have to be so disjointed anymore. It'll all be in one place, just one solid video, which, I mean, I'm gonna miss everybody coming to my channel. I mean, the other one's our channel. But I was kind of enjoying making the thumbnails for my half of the video. All right, we have 6 minutes left. 6 minutes. What's your questions? Let me know. Anything else? So we're down to 2 people watching. I don't know. I never know for sure, because people like YouTube will drop people off and then they come back. So Scott says, in the new group, are there supposed to be links for the replay and the resources, or is that just for the Facebook page? So the Facebook group for Cha-Ching Chats, that's the members only group. So the things that are inside of there are the members only offerings. Probably going to get them into somewhere else that makes it a little bit easier, but I have all the stuff is being stored on my Thrive cart, so I just haven't had a chance to work on that section with tax season. And as far as links for the replays, we can put links in there for the replays. They're all the podcast parts are live on YouTube, and they're also in Spotify. So we can do that. We can put that inside the membership group, but the podcasts themselves are actually open to everybody. But that's a good idea. I think we should do that. We should have them all in there somehow or another. Link for Spotify. One moment, please. As soon as I can find. Where's my Spotify? Spotify. Okay. Yay! Thank you. I appreciate you. We have to get to 100 followers on Spotify in order to get monetized. So I'm trying to get there is Spotify. I was not a Spotify user either. But copy show link. Okay, so there's the show link for Spotify, or for Cha-Ching Chats on Spotify. And then Sarah is working on learning how to upload to Apple as well. I was a big Amazon Music person, but then there was a bunch of music that I wanted to listen to, and it wasn't available on Amazon Music without paying for it. And there was things that were on Spotify that I wanted to listen to that weren't available on Amazon Music. So I figured if I had to pay for something, I can actually pay for the Spotify account. And my husband has an extensive playlist on Spotify. And if I get the husband and wife one, the couples one, then I don't have to listen to his commercials from his when we are traveling, because that's generally, or sitting around a campfire or whatever, because his playlist is generally what we listen to. So that's the plan for Spotify, but I got 2 months for free. So I haven't paid for anything yet. Alrighty. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys got your bookkeeping started. I have to jump over to Zoom and get with my members. So I will see you either in the Zoom room tomorrow for Cha-Ching Chats, or tomorrow morning for my morning chat. So if you haven't been here for morning chat yet, come on in. It's 8:30 Eastern time, Monday through Friday. I'm here for, like 30 minutes every weekday morning to answer your questions. So I will see you then. All right. Have a great day.